If you've never solved a cube before, it might seem impossibly hard, but the method I'm going to show you guys today is a method that I've shown multiple friends, including this one right here. So let's get right into the video. The goal of solving the first step of the Rubik's Cube is by solving a white cross. So when your cube is scrambled, you're going to look for the yellow center on the cube. The center pieces are in the middle, like this. This is the yellow center. We're going to want to put that on top. You're going to find any white edge piece on the cube. For example, this one. I wouldn't use this one though. Even though it does have white on it, it's a corner piece. We're looking for the ones in the middle, like this one. Once you found a white edge piece, you're going to try to move the white so that it is facing the top over here. This edge is really easy to move up here. You can just move it up like that. And now you have the white facing the top. There are a few problems you can run into. The first one being you have the white edge on top, but the colors are flipped. You flip this edge around is by moving it down to the side, by moving the front like this, and then moving the top until there is an unsolved edge right here. As you can see, the white edge is facing up, but if I were to move it over here, there is no white facing up. So now I can bring it up like that. Once you've got all 4 white edges on top, we're gonna look at the side of these edges right here and match them with their centers. The way we do this is by holding the top layer like this and moving the bottom 2 layers until this edge matches with center. So we turn it until it matches, and when it matches, we're going to turn the front side 2 times like this. The next step is solving the first layer. I'm going to put this cube over here as a reference. For this step, we are completely ignoring the edge pieces. Now we're going to learn a very simple algorithm. It's called the right algorithm. Put your thumb on the bottom of the cube and your other fingers on the top. Up, right hand, down, left hand. Up, right hand, down, left hand. The first step is to find a corner piece on the top layer that has white on it. The white doesn't necessarily have to be facing the top. It can also be facing the side. So once you found your white corner, you're going to look at the other 2 colors that it has besides white. In this case, we have orange and blue. And we're going to find the orange and blue centers. While keeping track of my edge over here, I see that we have the orange center right here, but the blue center isn't right there. So I'm going to turn my corner so that I can still see it. And over here we have the orange and blue center. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our corner and move the top layer so that it is directly in between the centers. You're going to put it on the right side. Do the right algorithm until it is solved down here. Every time you do the right algorithm, you need to check down here and see if it is solved or not. So when you do the right algorithm enough times, it will eventually be solved. But there is a problem you can run into where another corner goes in here that's not supposed to. So you need to make sure that every color matches, not just these white ones, but also the orange and blue colors right here. So as you can see, the orange and blue colors don't match, so we're just going to keep doing the right algorithm until they do. Now they match. So there is another problem that you can run into where there aren't any more white corner pieces in the top layer. In that case, you're going to find an unsolved corner in the bottom layer. This one is solved, but this one is not. We're going to put it on the right side and do the right algorithm. Now we have another white corner piece on the top, and we can just solve for it as usual. Once you've solved the corner, you're going to look on the top again for another white corner, put it in between its correct centers, and do the right algorithm until it's solved. Once you've got the first layer done, the next thing to do is solve the second layer. When solving for the second layer, we need to find edges on the top that don't have yellow on them. This is an edge piece, but it has yellow. This is an edge piece, but it doesn't have yellow. So just like with the daisy, we're going to match the side of the edge to its center by turning the bottom 2 layers like this. So here we have it matching. Now we're going to look at the color on top of the edge. In this case, it's orange. And what we're looking for is the orange center. It's going to be on either side of the cube. In this case, the orange center is right here. We're going to move our edge away from the orange center like this. Now we need to learn the left version of the right algorithm. Up, left hand, down, right hand. Up, left hand, down, right hand. You can keep practicing that until you feel comfortable with it. So you're going to ask yourself, what side is the orange center on? Well, it's over here. It's on the left side. Because it's on the left side, we're going to do the left algorithm. Only once, though. Which side is the white corner on? Well, it's on the left side. So we need to turn the whole cube so that our corner is still on the front side, but not anymore on the left side. So if I were to turn the cube like this, our corner is way in the back. But if we turn like this, our corner is now on our right side. Now you're going to ask yourself which side your corner is on. Well, it's on the right side, so you're going to do the right algorithm. Let's try this one more time. We're going to find an edge on top that doesn't have yellow on it. For example, this one. We're going to move the bottom 2 layers until the color matches with its center. Now we're going to look at the top color of the edge, which is red. So we're going to move our edge away from the red center. What side is the red center on? Well, that's the right side. So we're going to do the right algorithm. And now we're going to turn the whole cube so that our corner is still on the front side. If we were to turn it like this, our corner is now in the back. That's not what we want. If we turn it like this, however, it's still on the front side. So now we ask ourselves what side the corner is on. Well, it's on the left side, so we're going to do the left algorithm. There is a problem you can run into where there aren't any more edges on top that don't have yellow on them. In this case, you're going to find an unsolved edge and put it on the right side, like this, and take it out with the right algorithm, like this. Just like when solving the edges, we're going to turn the cube so that the white edge is still on the front side, so like this. And now we're going to look at what side it's on and do the algorithm for that side. Like that. And now we have another edge on top that doesn't have yellow. The goal of this step is to solve a yellow cross on top. There are 3 different cases that you can have. A backwards L, a line,
a dot.
So the first case that I'm going to show is this little backwards L. Remember, we're ignoring the corners. If you were to look at it like this, you probably wouldn't see an L. But when you ignore the corners, now you see an L. So what we want to do with this L right here is put it in the back left, like this, so that the L is now pointing in the back left corner. And what we're going to do, we're going to turn the front side clockwise and do the right algorithm 2 times. Now we're going to undo that front move we did at the beginning. Now we have the cross on top. The next case we have is a line. While ignoring the corners, we can clearly see that this is a line. Make sure that you don't have the line vertically like this, but horizontally. You're going to do that same front move we did with the L, but we're only going to do the right algorithm once, and then undo that front move, and we have the cross. The last case that we have is the dot case. Again, ignoring the yellow corners, we see that we have a dot. And we can do this algorithm from any angle, it doesn't matter where. We're going to turn the front side like this, and then we're going to do the right algorithm, undo that front move we did, and now we have an L. And we can just put it in the back left and solve it as usual. The goal of this step is to solve all of the edges to their centers. Before we start solving them, we're going to learn another simple algorithm. It's the very start of the right algorithm, like this, but we don't do the last move. We don't push with our left hand. We instead push with our right hand, and then we're going to go up and then bring this all the way back. So move the top 2 times, bring it back down, and then make sure you push with your right hand afterwards. Let's try that again. Start of the right algorithm. Don't push with your left hand, push with your right hand. Right side up, bring it all the way back, and then down. Make sure to push with your right hand at the end. In this step, we're again ignoring the corners. What we're looking for here are 2 edges that are solved adjacent to each other to their centers. So for example, this one is solved to its center, but there aren't any that are solved right next to it. If you can't find any that are solved right next to each other, then just do the algorithm from any side. So once you have your edges pointing in the back right, you're going to do that algorithm. And now all of the edges should be solved to their centers. Just like when solving the first layer, we are going to find the colors on a corner piece that don't have white on it. Just this time, we're finding the colors on the corner that don't have yellow on it. In this case, we have a corner that has green and red on it, the colors besides yellow. And we're going to look at the centers around it. Are these the green and red centers? No. This corner has orange and blue on it besides yellow. Are these the orange and blue centers? No. The next algorithm we're going to learn goes like this. We're going to go right side up, push with left hand. Left side up, push with right hand, and then bring it all back. Right side down, push with left hand. Left side down, push with your right hand at the end. For example, this one. The colors on this corner that aren't yellow are red and blue. But when you find a corner that is in between its correct centers, you're going to put it on the left side like this. And then you're going to do the algorithm that I just showed, like this. And once you've done the algorithm enough times, all of the corners are now in between their correct centers. For the last step of the cube, we're going to turn the whole cube upside down, like this. And we're going to find a corner in the bottom layer that isn't solved. For example, this one. This one isn't solved. We're going to put it on the right side. You're going to do the right algorithm until it is solved. Now it's solved. Once you solve your corner, you're going to turn the bottom layer until an unsolved corner is right here. This one is solved because all of the colors match. This one is not solved because the colors don't match. So we're going to do the right algorithm until it's solved. And once you do the right algorithm enough times, just turn the bottom layer and you're finished. If this video helped you in any way, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.